About Time with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to the About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang? Alright, if you're looking for a really good used SUV or vehicle, and I don't mean like no crappy cars, I mean like good, low mileage, reliable, used vehicle, or new, contact my man Jose San Pedro at Bridge Auto Group, 94 White Horse Pike, Berlin, New Jersey, 856-767-0196. You can also get them on the website at www.bridgeautogroup.com, or you can hit my man personally at JSanPedroBridgeAutoGroup.com. Okay, that's Bridge Auto Group, 94 White Horse Pike, Berlin, New Jersey, 856-767-0196. Ask for my guy, Jose San Pedro. Tell him that Rashawn from Rashawn's About Time Boxing sent you. He gonna take care of you. Alright, so Adrien Broner recently did a video where he was flashing all his money. And he was saying, I told y'all, he laughing, I told y'all I got rich friends, you know, somebody just came, one of them slid through, dropped all this money on me, this, that, and the third, and, you know, so initially, you know, he, you know, was being sued for $800,000, you know, because he was in a bar, you know, drinking, he had a bag that was supposed to have like $250,000 or $200,000 in the bag, and the lady that's suing him, he thought the lady took the bag. And I don't know, apparently, you know, he said one thing to her, and, you know, one thing led to another, and he supposedly choked her or did something like that. But, and so now he's being sued for the money. So then, you know, he was held, you know, he went to court, he was held, you know, for not filling out some paper or following some rules that the judge had told him. He was saying he didn't have the money. So fast forward to, you know, and then he made a video, he posted a video on his Instagram, and he was talking about how, you know, people fake love you, and when you don't have nothing, nobody's there for you, and, you know, and how, you know, oh, woe is me, how, you know, I got, you know, I got $13, oh, wait, nah, I bought a water, I got $12, and, you know, how, you know, yeah, you know, when you ain't got it, you know, a lot of people stop calling me, but it's cool. I prefer the broke life. I don't mind being broke. This, that, and the third. Like, but I mean, you gotta remember, you know, people still remember the videos of him driving in the back of a Maybach Mercedes or in the back of some luxury vehicle, throwing $100 bills out the window while the car's driving. That's being wasteful. And he talking about how much, you know, then he put up something, then he did another video talking about how he got one of his rich friends gave him all his money. It's like, we finna do something. So that means, you know, so when you don't got no money, you down. But then when you got money, you go right back to acting like a fool. Come on, man. I know you know better than that. I mean, you got Devin Haney doing interviews and letting these people, the people that's interviewing him, baiting him into taking cheap shots at you. You know what I'm saying? That AB stands for out of business. And then when you did the video, when you was in the Walmart and the lady tried to give you the change back, and you talking about, I'm AB, I don't need no change, and you threw the money up in the air, and you know, and then you started going through it with Floyd, and Floyd said AB stands for always broke. And then you got all these big fights. You fought Mikey Garcia, you fought Sean Porter, you fought Manny Pacquiao. You know, you got the, you know, Maidana, you got these big fights. Then it looked like the AB stood for ass beating. I mean, you know, so now you say you want a second half of your career and you're going to be smarter. I hope you are, man. Because Mike Tyson said boxing is a hurt sport. And it's crazy because when I think about that, I think about guys like Gerald McClellan. David Reed. You know, guys who can, who don't have anything now, and they gave everything to the sport. See, this is why Jerry Cooney fought so hard to try to get a union for the fighters, so that at the end of your careers, y'all would have something, and not just be sitting somewhere by the wayside, forgotten about. David Reed is in Michigan somewhere, can barely talk, living in a 2-bedroom, apartment, and this man made money. He was an Olympic gold medalist. Joe McClellan in his fight with Nigel Benn. And after he got messed up in that fight, he didn't even, after that fight was over and he was hurt and he was in the hospital for that time, and then he came home, he was blind. He didn't even know that he was blind. He was asking when was his next fight. And a lot of people, that's what I'm saying, it's a hurt, lonely sport. Roy Jones was one of the only fighters that really was looking out for Joe McClellan, paying his doctor bills and all that kind of stuff. Shout out to Jesse Hart, super middleweight fighter from Philadelphia, who looks out for David Reed still. So when you make those kind of videos like you posted on your Instagram talking about how people fall off and this, that, and the third and all that, then you should learn that lesson. When you got it, everybody want to be around you. But when you don't, nobody cares. So you say this is the second half of your career and you're going to make smarter choices. We're going to see. We're going to see. And you saying now, you're going to give the next 2 or 3 years, you say you're going to dedicate it all to the sport of boxing. But remember, years ago, Floyd Mayweather told you, you can't be a rock star, rapper, porn star. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and be a boxer. You got to pick one. And if you want to box, then you got to be dedicated. So this is the thing. If you saying you're going to give it your all, and everybody know you've been asking for $10 million for your next fight. Whoever, I want $10 million. Now, you fighting Ivan Redcash in February, you're not going to get $10 million. You're going to make some money, but you're not going to get $10 million for that. You're not. I think you barely got 10 or got around 10 for the Pacquiao fight. But the question is, can you stay dedicated? Can you work hard enough and stay dedicated and stay focused long enough to be worth giving $10 million? Because you got to think about it. Floyd worked hard his entire career. Floyd is the type of guy that go out, he make appearances at nightclubs, he don't drink. And when he leave, he take a pair of running shoes with him. Floyd be dressed to the nines, but still be like, give me my running shoes, and put on his sneaks and he'll run home. When he did Dancing with the Stars, he got off the plane. Hey, yo, y'all ready to go to the gym? Leonard Ellerby sitting down in it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Floyd just called everybody, made us come to the gym. That's why Floyd said, when y'all dudes start doing 2 or 3 a days, he said, then y'all come holler at me. Are you willing to make that type of sacrifice? Are you willing to get up in the morning, go running, rest, go to the gym and train, come back home, lay down, then get up, go to the gym 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? Floyd will go to the fitness center, do some calisthenics, do some strength training, then get on the treadmill, Then get out in the street, do his road work. A van will pull up, pull a bike out, he hop on a bike and then ride the bike. He sacrificed. So Floyd was able to justify him getting and earning every dime that he got. He stopped being pretty boy Floyd and turned into Money Mayweather after he beat Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd Money Mayweather was born then. And then when he and Al Heyman was able to negotiate that 7-fight deal with Showtime for almost $1 billion, you fought Pacquiao and look at how much you got paid. He fought Pacquiao and look at how much he got paid. $180 million plus. He fought Marquez, $30 million plus. He fought Cotto, $30, $40 million plus. Robert Guerrero, $30, $40 million plus. Andre Berto, $30, $40 million plus. Maidana twice, $30, $40 million plus. And the first time he fought Maidana got $1.2 million. The next fight, I think he got $1.5. I think Berto got $4 million. Cotto got $8 million. For Canelo, Floyd got 30, 40, 35, 40 million. Canelo got like 15. Robert Guerrero got 3, 4, you know what I mean, between 3 and 6 million. And a lot of people wouldn't consider Robert Guerrero to be on the level of a Canelo Alvarez or Miguel Cotto. No disrespect to him, but I mean, come on, man. So just think, if you had took the advice that Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather and other people was trying to give to you earlier in your career, you probably would be where you want to be. So, if you're saying that this is the second half of your career, once again, and you're saying that you're going to take this serious, and the next 2 or 3 years is going to be all dedicated to the sport, then let the AB stands for about boxing. Don't prove nothing to nobody else. Don't. Prove it to yourself, man. Prove it to yourself that you can stay focused and dedicated to your craft long enough. And when other people, the Al Heymans and the Eddie Hearns, when they see that you really serious and that you really are AB about boxing, then maybe you can get the kind of money that you asking for. Everybody know you ain't no chump. Everybody know you'll fight anybody. But you showed a lot of, you displayed a lot of bad habits early in your career that probably made people want to separate from you and show people why, like, okay, this guy's gonna self-destruct. So prove it to yourself, not to nobody else. Prove it to yourself that you're worth that kind of money you asking for. And stay dedicated and focused on your craft long enough so that the world and everybody else will know that you are serious, that you are Adrien Broner, and that you are about boxing.